Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Ravnmn Astro Forecast. Today is Thursday, March 30th, 2023, and today we are talking about Saturn. The moon is still in Cancer, so I hope you're enjoying our Cancerian energy. So back on March 1st, Saturn moved into Pisces and will be here for the remainder of the year, maybe almost 2 years. This is a significant shift, and Saturn is a significant planet. There are movers and shakers in the zodiac, and by golly, Saturn is most definitely a shaker and can shake some people's lives up. I've heard it said that some people shouldn't even get married until they experience their Saturn return. Saturn takes 29 years to complete the zodiac cycle, 29 to 32, meaning so if your Saturn's in whatever degrees Pisces, after 29 years it'll come back. So we get about maybe 2 to 4 Saturn returns in our lifetime. They are extremely important. Saturn is known as the taskmaster in the zodiac. It rules Capricorn. So many of Capricorn's attributes are very similar to the sign. Hardworking, disciplined, cuts through the BS, if you will. Unfortunately, some of the negative aspects of Saturn are depression, anxiety, fear, inability to move, that kind of thing. People that have Saturn in Pisces, this is your year of tear down and building up. At the end of the day, I think Saturn is very feared. It doesn't have to be, but whatever isn't working in your life, Saturn's going to let you know this isn't working. A good example of that is, let's say, and I'm totally making this up, let's say you have a family of accountants, and they have a son. Let's say there's 3 kids, and one son is just really amazing at music. But he's been told that he has to follow in his father's footsteps and has to become an accountant. So he does so, gets married at 24, goes and becomes a CPA, and, is living all that life. And then, let's say at 29, he goes to some jazz club and meets this beautiful jazz singer, and all of a sudden his love of music comes back around. Well, maybe he has an affair with this woman, and then all of a sudden he's leaving his old life behind. Saturn is probably at play in that regard, right? So for those of us that do not have, well, for those of us that have Pisces in our chart, it's a great time to look and see where your planets are when Saturn's going to be contacting them. For me, I know Saturn, I'm not having a Saturn cross over my sun, which a lot of my Pisces sun friends will be having happen to them this year, and it might tear down some of their structures. For me, it's my emotional structures that will be called into question because I have a Pisces moon. I'm sorry, yes, I do have a Pisces moon. Saturn also gives implications to composite and relationships, whether it will be a cold relationship or a binding relationship. That was a lot of information in a very short period of time, and I honestly could probably talk a little bit more about Saturn because it's just that important. But our 5 minutes is up, and with that, either I'm going to do a part 2 of Saturn, or come back tomorrow to talk about Uranus. I'll probably talk about Uranus. Anyway, have a great day.